We're back for more of the same mundane, typical shiznozzle of this game. So, I don't know what really to say other than predictable. So, what do we say? Point situation, we're fine. We're just apparently the greatest driver in the history of the universe in this series where we have almost 100 wins in 4 seasons because things are just so stupid. Paint scheme, it's a nice one. It'll look good at night. I think this track also has day and night transitions, so that's also kind of neat. Hooray for this game for basically piggybacking off what Thunder 04 did. So that's not like a revolutionary feature that this game like pioneered. It's just an aspect of the game. Shockingly didn't remove a feature from. Anyways, let's get into it. Thank you my tier 2 Patreon people as well as my YouTube member support channel. First, you get early access videos like this as well as other stuff and channel emotes and stuff for when I stream and stuff. So thank you. Let's get into it with Bill Weber. Take it from here.
Charlotte, North Carolina is more than just another stop on the NASCAR Nextel Cup circuit. It is a home game for race teams, a date to shine in front of family and friends. The Lowe's Motor Speedway is a tricky mile-and-a-half track that drivers like to think of as a friendly neighbor, but that is not always the case. Tonight, the longest race of the season, 600 grueling miles, where only the winner shares a Coke and a smile. EA Sports proudly welcomes you to the Coca-Cola 600.
Good introduction, no big qualms there. Our setup is just tire pressures and that. And the wedge is a little bit down, so, yeah. What do I possibly say about, we're going to be on pole, we're going to be fine, we're going to have a big lead, and then we're going to lose it because tire fall-off's broken. Because apparently this game is just regarded as, like, one of the GOATs when it's really not. So, yeah, that should be just the title of this video. It's just predictable. That's it. One word. Simple. Wow. Pole first lap. Who would have thought? Well, that's it. We got it by like 6/10. But don't worry. By like lap 20 or something, we'll probably lose the lead or be close to it. So, yeah. I know the script. I just, you know. This is probably why past me used to do just the career mode. Because that was the only mildly interesting thing. Because I knew if I did season mode, it just wouldn't be anything interesting. But here we are, because there's nothing else for me to play that I find interesting. So I'm just stuck in this, like, endless loop. But we're almost there. We only got 22 more races, and then we can frickin' end this season mode nightmare. Because I have no interest in playing NASCAR 06. I have no interest in playing 07, 8, 9, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, I'm done. No, we're done with it. I also like how Bill was talking about, oh, you get to celebrate it with friends and family. It's like, I don't have any real-life friends that I can physically meet, the ones that I talk to and chat with. I don't have that. I guess online friends do count, but it's not as the same as a physical person that I can see with my own eyes. And family, it's like, well, like 99% of my actual family don't really care about me, so there's nothing, none of that is applicable. I can't talk, whatever. Applicable. That's the word. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I can't say like 99% of the family don't care about. I would say maybe 5. So, on one hand. But that's it, out of like 80 plus people. So, I don't know if that's a great ratio, but it's a small percentage in the grand scheme of things. You know, it would be interesting. Maybe it won't matter, but I think it's always scripted on like what lap the sun goes down stuff. But it'll be really funny to run a race so perfectly green flag ran to where the sun never falls before the race ends. I know that's like probably unrealistic and not whatever, but I don't know. I can imagine that. That'll be fun. It's like the only thing I can think about now when I'm leading by 3 seconds. Dover's gonna be so much worse, so I should be really happy about this, but I'm kind of in a weird spot because this can't be just one video and it'd be like 5 minutes long when I got Dover coming up where it's gonna probably be like a freaking rant-a-thon, so it's got to make 8 minutes to get minimum ads. This game puts me in such a bind because if I start last, then yeah, I guess the races would be a lot more interesting. But that is no way in hell we're gonna win a championship that way. It has to be done this way, and it's stupid. I guess I could just start last every races and like actually qualify for the last 10 races. But either way, either format I do, one part is gonna be really interesting and one part's gonna be shit. Which one do I want? I don't know. It's a pick-your-own-path adventure where nothing, well, except in this case, there is no happy ending and no one wins. Yeah, that's smart. But we're having a big lead, damn near 4 seconds. But the sad thing is, once the fall off kicks in, which I think is going to be pretty shortly, they're going to run me down. So that 4-second lead is just going to diminish. So we'll see how bad it gets. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit wrong, but from what I experience in practice, we're going to probably lose at least 3 of those 4 seconds, probably. And then probably like another 2 or 3 seconds on pit road. So yeah, this gap isn't comfortable enough. Yep, happening already. We got 6 more laps to stay on track before we pit. So now the big Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune question is, what will the interval be in those next 6 laps? Let me know in the comments or email me at frickin' interval.pngfaqu or whatever. We're pitting this lap. The gap has been cut almost in half. I'm sure it'll be right around 2 seconds by the end of this lap, because the car is definitely starting to get shitty. Not as bad as I thought, but even still, a 2-second gap, I don't think is enough. Which is how weird our pit crew is sometimes, so that's still not a comfortable gap. But yeah, almost hit 2 seconds, 2.1. Yeah, standard 4-tire stop, typical pit crew racing NASCAR stuff. Whew. Okay, got to 68, beautiful, 4 tires and fuel, and that's it. That's going to be a 15 flat, so a couple times better than the estimate time. So pit crew, for once, do what they need to do on the pit stop. Hooray to that. They don't always do that. Stewart stayed out a lot longer, so I don't think that's a great decision. But I'm going to try to be even Steven, as I literally couldn't do it properly, but... Is that Tara Labonte in a freaking Kellogg's car? That's a great alternate paint scheme. Hooray to that. That's refreshing to see. I love that. Good texture mod. I don't know if... Yeah, he's pinned. Okay. Good texture mod right there. Good stuff. Thank you for the creation of the mod. But I think we're going to cycle on the lead. I mean, those cars right behind me, that's a bit scary because that kind of confirms we lost like 2 seconds during the pit cycle. Maybe it was because of the undercut. I'm not... Probably. That's still a massive undercut. I mean, they gained, what, 3+ seconds on me? It's kind of crazy. But see, this is what I meant about that 2-second lead wasn't going to be enough. Everything's going to cycle through, and we should be in the lead here, no problem. Jimmy Johnson's up there. His journey to get his first win still ongoing, which is funny. We're barely going to get the lead out of all this. Yeah, we're barely... That's not good. It's a little concerning. In fact, I don't even be able to clear Kenton going into turn 3. We're running up high here. I don't know if we're going to get the good exit off the corner to clear him. We're actually... I think... Oh, barely clear. Man, I can't believe we made that work. Alright, now we gotta run away. We need at least like a 3-second gap. So when we fall off by like 2 seconds, we'll be good. Or at least we need like a 2-second gap or 2.5-second gap. So we can, by the time we fall off, we'll have enough. So 2.5-second gap is the goal. What I also don't understand too is Kenseth pitted a lot later than me, yet was able to leapfrog me so well. That don't make any sense by pit logic standards. Usually the earlier you pit, you normally gain an advantage because of the undercut. But none of that worked. That was all opposite land. Staying out later was better. I don't know. Nothing. I'm just very confused by how all that transpired. Okay, by that interval, by the time we get to the end of the race, we should be able to win it by 0.3 of a second maybe. So we're building up that gap as I envisioned, which is good. That's what I want. So the gap is staying the same. We have about 7 laps to go, or 8 to go, really. I mean, this is all looking promising, but I know once we hit like a 30.5 or something, because I think the AI ran in qualifying like a 30.4, so once we get beyond a 30.4, they're going to start running me back down again, so, might be in fact this lap, because we lost a 10th already, so it might in fact be this lap. I don't know, I'm going to keep talking until we get to the line to confirm it, but that might be the case, because we lost time that lap. And, oh, it was pretty close, but... yeah, that's, yeah, this is where it starts to fall apart. Yep, there goes the second of our lead in, like, 4 laps. It's stupid. It's dumb. I hate how anytime I lose a race now in this entire season, it's going to be because, well, the balancing of the tires are just terrible, and nothing's fair. It's not like I can just lose a race right up. Remember those days in Thunder 04 where it happened a handful of times? Yeah, we're not going to get any of that this season. 2 to go. It's going to be a very stressful next 2.5 laps, or 2 laps for really no reason. But they're there. It's stupid. Even with the big of a lead as we had, a 4-second lead, went down to 2. Even the pit cycle, we actually had a great pit stop, and yet somehow lost time. Even though they pitted later, yet gained more time. None of it made any rational sense. But now we just got to play ultra mega defense for this next lap, and just park the ever-living tar out of this freaking car on the bottom lane to make sure they don't get around me on the outside. The car's doing that wiggle thing where it's just like against my will, driving up the track, which is very frustrating. Just gonna block Kenseth here. Just take it easy here, getting into 3. Just pin on the bottom. Car is getting really freaking stupid slow. Somehow, ooh, spoke too soon. All right, we good? Oh, that's a side-by-side finish. We barely got it. Jeez. That's their closest finish ever in this game. For all the wrong reasons. That felt so manipulated and artificial, but we got a close finish. Yeah, it's doing that stupid thing again where it... Can I fucking show it? My face cam, of course, is blocking it because why not? It's doing that dumb thing again where it, like, puts all the things together into... Why? Why? Why does it gotta be stupid? Thank you. That's all I wanted to do. I hate this shit. Yeah, that's our closest finish, even if we organize this accordingly. It is our closest finish. Surprising it's at Lowe's of all tracks, but we got one, and it was a side-by-side. So, NASCAR 5 is going to take up a lot of this top 10 spot. And a lot of it isn't really going to be because of play tracks, just because the balancing. See, that's what's frustrating. That was cool as shit. But it was at the cost of literally everything, of legitimacy, of the balancing of the AI. Everything had to be so unbalanced for that to happen. And it was so aggravating. I don't know. And of course my screen goes black because I tapped... I hate this emulator. I hate how it fucking works. But we dominated. We led 45 of the 48. Stewart led the other 3, and then that was it. And I mean, that was art superficially cute. I like that. Vickers 10th, which is impressive. If this is on the GameCube, where I tap it a little bit and it flies the fuck down, I just want to click once and then go down. That's all I want to do. But with the stick, it's like if I go down once, it goes fucking bananas. I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed of all things right now. But we almost lost that race, and I was going to be really pissed. So, yeah, that's why I was saying and harping on it so hard that 4-second lead is not going to be good enough. And it barely was there at the end, but we frickin' did it. I like how all race off the last corner, it never got sideways. It had to do it right at the last lap, last corner. That was annoying, too. And I, of course, can't find a good thumbnail because, you know, the thumbnail system is... This is like maybe the worst I've ever seen it because you can't pause it, you can't stop it. I don't know. This is just dumb. Well, it is indeed a victory lane celebration. Accurate trophy. The guy's doing a thing where he's clapping with like 2 fingers or smacking his fist. I don't know. Again, that's been like a recycled animation for years. I guess this is where it first started, maybe? I don't know. But that was weird. I don't know. That was Lowe's. And we still have a good point lead. Matt Kenseth 3rd in points. Junior still 4th. Newman 5th. Kane 6th. Jimmy Johnson still 10th. By about 74 points over Bobby Labonte. So, good for Jim John. Rusty still 12th. Vickers 13th. Jarek 14th. Brendan Gaughan 16th. Mears is 15th. He must have had a good run. I didn't notice. But that was Lowe's. Anyways, next episode will be Dover, and I'll be even more pissed than what I currently am. So if you like this, then you'll like Dover a lot more too, because people only watch for my suffering, apparently, based on my rage videos of the past. So, yeah, that's it. Big shout out to my 2 or 3 Patreon supporters today: French F15, Kamikazegames, Billy Carrier, Maxi Lake 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It always means a lot. Always goes a long ways. So thank you as always for the continued support. See you on the next episode. What paint scheme are we going with for that? I think it's the Daytona one. I am clicking left like multiple times there. Jesus Christ. I wish I had the gamepad viewer thing up so I could show that. Because, like, jeez. But yeah, that's the one. It's a great looking car. It's a shame it's going to get probably beat to shit. So, because Dover's broken. Ryan Moody always said that Dover was a good indicator for how a NASCAR game is. And he's right, because Dover really shows the worst aspects of the game. Because, by God. That's like that in Kansas are like two of the worst. So that's gonna be just terrifying. But yeah, we'll get it. I'm done. See you on the next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.